I will tell you a real life story. A sad one, I would say, but a lot to learn from it. But before I do that, I would want you to listen to this video carefully, after which we'll tell the story. Months ago, we saw some houses being demolished, probably because they are being built in the wrong place or they don't have the right to build in the first place. Then we heard about building approval, which is essential if you're trying to construct any building. But have we thought about soil testing? Soil testing is a crucial step you take before you start construction for safety, for stability, and longevity of your structure. Now, why is this soil testing very, very important? It helps you determine your soil bearing capacity. This soil, can it carry this load or is it overloaded? You will have to determine this to avoid crack that occurs in your building. Secondly, soil types and property. You would need to identify that because these soils we talk about behave differently under load. So your soil testing will help you assess the moisture content, the permeability, durability, density, the swell and shrink potential, the compaction characteristics of the soil. Third, preventing structural issue. When you do your soil testing, those potential risks that comes when you do it wrongly, you'll be able to see it, such as your settlement risk, the sinking you experience in buildings, it will help you identify it. Erosion risk, when you identify these things, those repairs that you will need to do unnecessarily in the future will be avoided. Designing the right foundation. When you take your soil data serious, your engineer will be able to design your foundation right. You would know, should I do a shallow one, for instance? Is it deep? Is it raft? Is it piling? And you will not waste money. You will just do the right thing. Another one is environmental safety and compliance. There are some chemicals on the soil, or in the soil rather, that will impact on your health and building integrity. But when you do your soil testing, it will help you identify them and then eradicate them or know how to manage them right. Cost and time efficiency. When you're able to do all these testings, right, check all your soil conditions, all this unexpected delay in construction or wasting of money in construction will be put aside. Now, in summary, soil testing guides your design, your material, and your method of building to do what? To make sure that your building is safe, is stable, and can last long. Now, the issue is, will you do it? Or would you wait till the government starts chasing you left, right, center? Story time. I had a client years ago and he has an elderly friend. The friend at that moment wasn't my client. So he wanted me to do an appraisal on one of his properties that he bought years ago. I agreed to it. I said, send me someone that will take me to site. He said, look, at the moment there is nobody, so what do we do? I said, send me your survey plan. He did. I sent the survey plan to my surveyor. Mind you, my surveyor is very, 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 very good. I don't want to boast. That aside. So he went on site and he called me up immediately. He said, Chidema, this is not looking good. I would want you to come to site. So I left what I was doing. I went to site. And this is in Shongotigo. So on getting there, imagine where I'm sitting right now is the road. This is where my car was parked. And he's telling me this is the property. As I don't understand. He said, where your car is parked at the moment is that property. Now, if you look on the other side, some of the part of the property enter the drainage, some enter this person's compound, enter this other person's compound because it was two plots and I'm like, so in a sense, there is no property. There is no land. Now, you might be imagining what is happening. The layout, they didn't look at the layout as at the point where they were buying this property. So they bought the road. At this point, I had to stand up. Seriously, these clients practically bought the road within the estate. In fact, the drainage, he bought it just because he didn't check the layout of that estate, the layout of that environment, to even know what am I buying. So it's not enough for you to see a place that is affordable and buy. It is not enough for you to say, I trust so and so, and you just buy. Please trust what you see. Do your due diligence. Check the approved layout and know where you're buying from. If you're asked to give a setback of 100 and God knows what it is, please put it that way. Don't ignore it and say the government will change their mind. Then you bring your building closer. And before you know it, that building is coming down. You see a structure that is bent a bit. You say, no problem. Don't worry, I'll get an engineer that will straighten it up. Please don't buy. Get a builder, a certified one that understands building, and he'll be able to tell you this is wrong with this building. Do not buy. Because right now, as long as your structure is faulty and we endanger people's life, the government will bring it down. Don't build on the drainage system. If you see a place that the government has said, oh, this place we're going to use this to build so and so in the future, let nobody tell you that they're not going to do it again. They've changed their mind. How did they change their mind? Did they write it? Is it in black and white? Please, I do not want anybody to be in this situation. Let's do the needful. Let's make sure that when we're buying something that is secured for us and for the future and for that of the children that you would want to keep it for. I hope this word is enough today. Thank you.